Hello dear students, in the lecture series of electronic spectra and transition metal complexes, in the previous lectures we have discussed about the electronic spectra, their selection rules, how the electronic transition takes place, orbital and spin magnetic moment how coupled with each other, and importantly the term symbol comes from the electronic transitions. Now in this lecture series, today's our lecture plan is we will discuss about the splitting energy delta and the spectrochemical series, how they contacted with each other. Next, the orbital diagrams from D1 to D9 system, how the orbital diagrams occurs. And the third one is electronic spectrum of the simplest of titanium hexa-aqua complex. Now the electronic spectra dependency upon splitting factor delta. The electronic transitions takes place from ground state to excited state, and these are separated by crystal field splitting energy delta. Now the crystal field stabilization energy, that is delta, depends upon various terms. The nature of metal ion, the size of metal ion and its oxidation state. What is the size of metal ion? If it is smaller, maybe the oxidation state would be in a smaller number. If the size is higher, then the oxidation state would be of higher number. So the metal ion size is also important for the crystal field stabilization energy or crystal field splitting energy. Now the geometry of the complex is another aspect that is of immense importance. The crystal field splitting energy in case of tetrahedral, it is 4 by 9 times smaller than that of octahedral case, because in tetrahedral there is no center of symmetry and 4 ligands approaching the central metal atom. So in octahedral more number of ligands, that is 6 ligands approaches the central metal ion. That's why there is a gap between T2g orbital and EG orbital, and it is more in case of octahedral than in comparison with the tetrahedral. The last and the important is the nature of ligand. Nature of ligand is an important part. Why it is? Because a central metal atom is surrounded through the ligands, and these ligands play an important part in the splitting of crystal field splitting energy. Now the arrangement of ligands in the increasing order of ligand field splitting energy is called the spectrochemical series. The ligands, according to their nature of splitting energy, can be arranged in a series, and that series is called spectrochemical series. Starting from the weak field ligands. Here weak field ligands are put in first stage and the strong field ligands are put at the last stage. This series shows that the weak field ligands splitting the T2g and EG orbitals less than that of T2g and EG orbitals of strong field ligands. This is the splitting of d orbital octahedral field. Here free ion d orbitals, this is a degenerate state where all the d orbitals remain at ground state. When in octahedral field ligands approaches the metal ion, the d orbital gets split into two groups. One is T2g and another one is EG. If the weak field ligand approaches the central metal atom, then this splitting energy is less. If strong field ligands are approaching the central metal atom, this splitting goes on increasing. The impact of this crystal field splitting is that if delta is less than the pairing energy, then electrons want higher energy to get paired, and they will arranged in a single phase manner, means each orbital contains single electron. Whereas in next case, if delta is greater than P, means pairing energy is less than that of delta, electrons can get accommodate within orbitals, so they can get easily paired within the same orbital. Now the ligand field splitting, that is delta, it depends upon the degree of overlapping between metal and ligand orbital. If a metal approaches to ligand or ligand approaches to metal, then their orbitals can get overlapped with each other for the bonding. Here, the ligands are classified according to their donor or acceptor capabilities. As their capabilities of donation increases, degree of overlapping also increases. It means if a ligand has its higher donation capability, then it goes closer to the metal ion and gets overlapped with the orbital of central metal atom, and as much it goes closer to the central metal atom, the degree of overlapping goes on increasing and a stronger bond would be observed. Now the ligands like ammonia are donors due to unavailability of right symmetry orbitals for pi bonding. Here the donors mean sigma donors. According to the sigma donor capability, different ligands are arranged within this fashion. Here carbon has the highest donor capability, and due to its sigma donor capability, it also shows its catenation property, and we study this capability of donation in the organic chemistry. Here nitrogen has less capability of donation for sigma bond in comparison with the carbon. Here the carbon and nitrogen are good donors in comparison with the oxygen and halogens. Oxygen has less sigma donor capability and halogens has least donor sigma donor capability. So the ligands like cyanide ion or carbonyl group having vacant pi star orbitals that can act as acceptor through back bonding and can cause greater overlapping, which results with the increase in delta. This pi bonding occurs with the sigma bonding capability. Now the ligands having strong field strength and are of small size can enhance the crystal field splitting also. For example, halogens. Here fluoride ion has the highest capability of ligand field strength within the halogens. After fluoride, chloride and bromide, and after that iodide has the least ligand field splitting capability. Now smaller is the size, nearer its approach to the metal ion, and greater would be the splitting. The size of the fluoride ion is smallest in case of halogen, so it can easily go through the metal ion periphery, where it can cause greater splitting among the halogens. How to name electronic states that are arising from the crystal field splitting? The free atomic terms split in the ligand field of an octahedral complex and are then labeled by their symmetry species called as electronic states. It represents an overall electronic orbital state of the molecule. For example, if an atom is having particular paired and unpaired electrons, then its whole state is explained through the electronic state, which has a symmetry species. It is represented an overall electronic state of the molecule. In electronic states, for example 4A2G, the labeling AET indicates the non-degenerate, doubly degenerate and triply degenerate, while the numerics superscript, here this is numeric superscript, it stands for the multiplicity of the state, that is 2s plus 1. S denotes the spin of unpaired electron. The electronic states can be ground or excited state. Now here is an example. This is 4A2G state for any electronic state. How it is termed as? Here 4 is the superscript, it is multiplicity, means 2s plus 1. Here we have 3 unpaired electron. So for 3 unpaired electrons plus 1, it gives us the 4 multiplicity for this state. G stands for gerade, and this unpaired electron within the T2G orbital, this whole state is termed as non-degenerate ground state A, because there is no other degenerate state available. That's why it is called as non-degenerate ground state. In determining degeneracy, one can rearrange electrons according to their comfortability, but the number of unpaired electrons must stay same. They cannot be changed. And the number of electrons in each of T2G and EG level, that must stay same. That is, there can be other ways for electron rearrangement within other orbitals of same energy level. That is, there can be other ways of electron representation. One can represent electron from dxy or dyz or dxz within other orbitals of the same energy level. Here there are three examples: first, second and third. First one example is of degenerate state, second one is of triply degenerate, and the third one is of doubly degenerate. These non-degenerate, triply degenerate and doubly degenerate comes from the energy level of these energy states in which electrons resides in d orbital or T2G and EG orbitals. How we will discuss about this degeneracy? First is the non-degenerate. Here it is a d5 system where 5 electrons are residing in T2G orbital and EG orbital. Each orbital contains one electron, that is in unpaired state. So there can be no other way for electron rearrangement within other orbitals. So it is a non-degenerate energy level. Non-degenerate energy level means there is no other state according to this energy level. No other state exists within this energy level. Now for the doubly degenerate, here this is a D9 system. In D9 system we have 2 electrons in dxy, dyz, dxz. In dx square minus y square and dz square, one electron can be reshuffled within these two orbitals. One way of representing 3 electrons is this: 2 electrons remains first orbital and 1 in the second orbital. Along with this, the energy state which is equal to this energy state is 1 electron reside within first orbital and the 2 electron resides in second orbital in EG level. So there are two ways, and that's why it is called as doubly degenerate. So one can arrange 3 electrons in EG orbital in 2 different ways, both having same energy. That's why it is called as degenerate. And this doubly degenerate state is denoted by EG. This is EG. Now for the triply degenerate, this is an example of D2 system where the 2 electrons residing in 3 orbitals. This is dxy, dyz, dzx orbital. You can assume that. Here the 2 electrons are residing in dyz and dzx orbitals. Here the same energy level of 2 electron would be if these are in dxy and dyz. Again, the same energy level 2 electrons can occupy dxy and dzx orbitals. So there can be 3 different ways for electron rearrangement within T2G orbital of same energy level. So this set of orbital is called triply degenerate, and this is denoted by T2G, means triply degenerate orbitals. Now splitting of orbitals: if a metal ion is surrounded by the ligands, then these ligands can split the atomic orbitals of the metal atom. How? S orbital is spherically symmetrical. Hence, there is no splitting possible in case of s orbital. Just like p, these orbitals are similarly oriented in the direction towards their axis, means px, py and pz. These 3 orbitals are oriented in the direction of x axis, in the direction of y axis and in the direction of z axis, and these 3 orbitals are of same energy. So there is no splitting observed when ligand or any other atom approach the p orbital within px direction, py x y direction and pz direction. For a ligand or any other atom, these 3 directions are similar. So these 3 orbitals contain similar type of energy level. So there is no splitting observed within p orbitals. D orbitals, different orientations and different energy. So splitting observed under octahedral field. The three orbitals of the 5d orbitals dxy, dyz and dxz are in between the axes, whereas the remaining two orbitals of the d orbital dx square minus y square and dz square, these two orbitals are along the axis. These are not in between the axes. So we have two groups dxy, dyz and dxz. These are three orbitals of degenerate nature. That's why these are called T2g. Whereas the remaining two orbitals dx square minus y square and dz square, these are of same energy. So these are called doubly degenerate orbitals. So the d orbitals is splitted into two groups T2g and Eg. Now f orbitals. The f orbitals have different orientation in space, so their energy is also different. So the splitting is observed under octahedral field, because in different orientations, when ligand approaches in the octahedral field, their energy gets changed and they can grouped into three groups. Along with the splitting of orbitals, the splitting of states also takes place. S and p states do not split out, whereas the d state, that is d splits into two states, mean T2g and Eg state. F state is split into three states A2g, T2g and T1g. Here the Eg, T2g, A2g and T1g, these are Millikan symbols which is given by Millikan and are used to interpret electronic spectra of transition metal complexes. Now the splitting of these states can be understood with the help of this table. Here the spectroscopic terms S, P, D, F and G. For S state, the A1G state is observed because there is no splitting observed for the spectroscopic term S. For P, the same case as with S. Here there is no splitting in terms of P state and T1G is observed. Whereas for D, we are observing two groups Eg and T2G. So the D is split into two terms, means Eg and T2G state. Here F spectroscopic term is split into three states A2G, T1G and T2G, whereas the G spectroscopic term is split into four spectroscopic states A1G, Eg, T1G and T2G. In octahedral field, G is used for the state terms, whereas in tetrahedral field there is no G used, as you are seeing here A1, T1, E plus T2 and A2, T1, T2. For G, A1, E, T1, T2, there is no use of G because for tetrahedral field there is no center of symmetry for the tetrahedral complex. How electronic transitions takes place? We can understand it with this example. How electronic transitions takes place? We can understand it with the help of this example. Here it is a D8 system where T2G contains 6 electrons and Eg contains 2 electrons, and for this the Millikan state comes as 3A2G. Here the state term symbol for the excited states comes to be 3T2G. In this excited state, one electron gets excited and takes its position in Eg orbital. So the excited state observed here will get the 3T2G spectroscopic state term symbol. Here the second example is 3A2G converted into 1 Eg, means if one electron of Eg gets excited and takes its position in another orbital of Eg and both the electron gets paired up. There are two conditions. One electron from T2G gets excited to Eg, and another one is the electron present in Eg orbital gets paired up with the another orbital of Eg electron. Here it means there is a change in electronic state. First, in the ground state we have 3A2G state, and in excited state the microscopic term is 3T2G. Here in this case 3A2G state is converted into 1 Eg state. So the electronic transition of electrons, it means there is a transition of one state into another state. In ground state, we have 3A2G, and in excited state, we have 3T2G. This representation of electrons is the microscopic state or Millikan symbol. Now, we will discuss about the Orgel diagram. This concept of Orgel diagram is given by a scientist Leslie Orgel, in which variation of energy level of different spectroscopic state of different symmetry as a function of ligand field strength was discussed. The Orgel diagrams that are used for the interpretation of the spin allowed absorption band of crystal field or DD region. It deals with the spin allowed electronic transitions occurs between the two levels of the ground state terms which have same multiplicity under the influence of weak field ligand or high spin complexes. Here, this is the D1 system in which absorption spectra of titanium hexa-aqua complex is shown. In D1 system, the ground state spectroscopy term is 2D. Under the octahedral field, it is further divided into two states, means T2G and EG, and the electronic transitions takes place from T2G to EG at 20,300 per centimeter. This is the simplest case of D1 complex. Here the ground state term becomes 2D. The single electron exists in the lowest energy orbital, that is any of the 3 degenerate T2G orbital, because there are 3 degenerate orbitals in T2G, dxy, dyz and dxz. So a single electron can be reside in dxy, dyz and dxz. The complex in aqueous solution gives purple color due to absorption of visible range light radiation that I have told at 20,300 per centimeter. This transition takes place from T2G to EG. Now the Orgel diagram for the D1 and D6 system is same. Why it is same? Because D1 and D6 system have similar configuration. In D1 there is one electron residing in T2G orbital, while in case of D6 all the 5 electrons are filled in the T2G and EG orbital in a upward direction manner, whereas the 6th electron for the D6 system comes again in the dxy orbital. So it behaves like D1 system. So the splitting of the 2D term symbol again T2G and EG form. Here the D4 and D9 system have similar configuration like that of D1 and D6 system. Here in D4 system the 3 electrons are arranged in T2G orbital, whereas the 4th electron goes into the EG orbital. Like that in D9 system, first all the orbitals T2G and EG, first they get half filled with the 5 electrons, and the remaining 4 electrons are arranged in a D4 fashion, means the 3 electrons get paired up in the T2G orbital and the last electron, 9th electron, go to the EG orbital like that of D4 system. So the D4 and D9 have almost similar configuration, and under the ligand field both D4 and D9 behaves almost equally, and the Orgel diagram for these systems would be remain same. Here D4 and D9 octahedral would be same. Here in case of T2G, the transition for D1, D6 and D4, D9, for these types of ligand field splitting, one absorption band is observed, that is from T2G to EG in case of octahedral, and for tetrahedral one absorption band from EG to T2G is observed. Now for the D2 and D7 system, D2 and D7 have similar configuration like that of D1 and D6. In D2, 2 electrons are arranged in T2G orbital in a parallel fashion. In case of D7 system, like that D2, 5 electrons are arranged in a parallel fashion, whereas the two remaining electron for the D2 system, the two electrons are arranged in a anti-parallel fashion, means the T2G orbitals get two orbitals paired with the two electrons. So the transitions takes place within this D2 system and D7 system are of three types. Here from T1G to 3T2G, the second absorption band observed 3T1G to 3T1G, and here the third one band observed from 3T1G to 3A2G. Here this T1G is occurred from F state, whereas this T1G occurred from P state. So there is a possibility of transition of electron from T1G to T1GF. Now come to the D3 and D8 system. D3 and D8 behaves similarly because the 5 electrons in the D8 system gets arranged within the T2G orbital and EG orbital. The remaining 3 electrons gets accommodated within T2G orbitals like D3 system. So in this case also D3 and D8 three absorption bands occurred, and these are from 3T1G to 3A2G, from 3T1G to 3T1G, and 3T2G to 3T1G to 3T2G. This is the graph of hexaammonia nickel 2+ complex. Because it is a D8 system, and as I have told you earlier in the previous slide, that 3 absorption band occurs for the D8 system, and these 3 bands are 3A2G to 3T1G, 3A2G to 3T1GF, and 3A2G to 3T2G. These 3 bands are occurred as we have seen in the previous slide. So in D8 system, like that of D8 system, in D3 system also we will observe these types of 3 bands. And the D5 system that is remained, for example, manganese hexa-aqua complex. In manganese hexa-aqua complex, the manganese is in a D5 system. It is a colorless in nature and in high concentration gives some faint pink color. It contains only 1,6A1G ground state term, and as a result of this all the transitions are forbidden. That's why this manganese compounds in D5 system are almost colorless or of faint pink color. Limitations of Orgel diagram. Along with the several advantages that we have studied earlier, there are 2 limitations of the Orgel energy diagram which are of immense importance. The first one is it consider only weak field splitting state. In this Orgel diagram, there is no inclusion of strong field splitting state, means where there is a strong field area and the electrons are getting paired up, there is no information collected from the Orgel diagram. Only spin allowed transitions in which ground and excited state of the same multiplicity are discussed, but the transition between different multiplicities have not been considered in this Orgel diagram. It means if there is a spin change or spin forbidden transitions, there is no inclusion of spin forbidden transitions in the Orgel diagram. Now we will summarize what we have discussed during this session. The nature of ligand is an important aspect which affect greatly the splitting of d orbitals, and depending upon the nature of ligand that can be arranged in the form of spectrochemical series. It means the nature of ligand is very important for the splitting factor, splitting between the d orbitals. The splitting of orbitals in the vicinity of ligand field, it generates various electronic states in which transitions can take place. Orgel energy level diagram deals with the variation of energy level of different spectroscopic states of different symmetry as a function of ligand field strength. And with this, we have completed this electronic spectra in metal complexes unit. And in this, we have covered various topics like electronic spectra, in-transition metals, selection rule, spin orbital coupling, and term symbols with various examples. Thank you.